But I wanted to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by Olight. They sent me a bundle of things in this most recent package, and I am very, very excited to use some of these things. On May 27th at 8 p.m. there is a big flash sale going on over at Olight's website, so you guys can use the link down in the description below. You can check out these lights, but up first is the Odin Turbo. This is a rifle mounted light. It's a laser, as you guys can see there. It's supposed to shine out to, let's see here, let's get the exact number, 1,050 meters, which is pretty stinking incredible. It comes with a Picatinny mount, the quick attach release, which is right here, so you don't have to sit and thread something on. It's on and off of off your Picatinny rails. I really like this remote switch back here. It's solid. And then another cool thing that they offer is they've got these, this is how you charge it. It's magnetic right there on the end. I found that super neat. Another really cool thing that's going to be super useful for me is the PL Pro here by Olight. This is the PL Pro Valkyrie, and this is just another gun mounted light. We're going to say that quietly. That's what it is. You have your strobe there, and then you've got this, I think it's the same mode, but you can click it, keep it on, and then of course strobe there as well. It says it's supposed to be one of the brightest weapon lights on the market with 1500 right at 1500 lumens. Multi-platform. It can go on your pistols or your rifles, and it also has the magnetic charging as well. And if you guys want to get 10% off, use code 4B10 down in the description below. The purchase link is there. You guys click on it, go check this stuff out. The first go around of Olight things that I was sent was this little i5T, and this little thing right here, that's your low mode, there's your bright mode. This thing is stinking bright. And now let's unbox this i3T, which is, instead of running off a AA like the 5 does, the 3 runs off of a AAA. Basically just a little bit shorter and a little bit smaller, and I have been really liking these little pocket lights. Basically it's like an everyday carry, and I never have carried flashlights pretty much ever, but this thing is so compact and light, and it's just a little bit bigger than the size of a AA battery as far as circumference goes, but probably 2.5 inches long or so. I love this little thing. I carry it with me. It's super lightweight, and just swap a AA battery in, and it's super bright and lasts forever. So lots of cool stuff from Olight. Again, 8 p.m. on May 27th they're having a flash sale. You guys don't want to be missing out on that, so I get all that's down in the description below. Now let's get packed up here. Let's get to it. So the whole sitting at the feeder thing just changed. As you guys can tell, there's loads of water on the ground. So we have some really early moving pigs. It's like 6:15 in the afternoon. There's pigs everywhere rooting the ground up. So what I'm gonna try to do is find a good spot to cross this creek, and then I'm gonna sneak back up on these hogs. This is gonna be pretty difficult though. Hopefully I don't get soaking wet feet. Oh no. absolutely obliterated by mosquitoes. Hoping I can catch up with this group one more time. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's so much fun. I'm standing right here next to this tree limb. I shot that pig at about 15 yards, no, 12 yards, right in the noggin. Guys, those stock archery arrows. Oops, that's my sunglasses. The Silence 250 spine. This is a shot that I've been trying to get for a while now. That pig came around this corner right here and was looking at me in the cedar, and I'm standing right there where that tree limb's coming out like that. And I knew I had to shoot one in the head because I had one in the brush right here. But check that out. I know that the video quality wasn't all that great. It's hard to spot and stock and film on your own, but I absolutely dome pieced that pig. That's number 2. That is awesome. Thank you, Lord. Oh man, what an afternoon. So, just to give you guys a little background of what was going on, we went to our first feeder. The raccoons destroyed it, so we got out of there. Went to our second feeder. Battery's dead, of course. So we got out of there, and as we're headed back, we look across the oat field, and we realize that there's a whole bunch of pigs on a small little tank dam over here, and a small little tank, and they were moving in and out of the oats. And so we set up to where I was gonna circle around, cut across the oat field, and try to slip in on them and shoot one. And I thought for sure, whenever I did, that all those pigs would take off back towards William, and they might still have, but they pushed back onto this other side of the property. I ended up getting around them this way, getting on the south wind side of them, and I snuck up on the first one. They had no clue what was going on. There's the little bitty tank right there, and I came from this direction because the wind's blowing back this way, and I went up on this side first. Well, there was pigs that were right in here because it's shaded. There's some oak trees and maybe a big pecan tree that's back up in there, and it's shaded and it's all muddy, so the pigs were rooting and wallowing in there. And then they pushed out this way, and actually, yeah, they pushed out this way because they spooked, and they came out, cut across the field, cut across this opening, and I saw them, and I was standing right there. So I cut through, came up this way, got on top of them, and we're gonna take the shortcut through here. I'm gonna show you guys what happened. And I'll be honest, the first pig was 100% unexpected. I came around the corner and I could hear them. I knew that there was pigs close, but I didn't know that whenever they ran from this direction out of the tank that they bedded down. Because what I did is I came down this road because I knew that they cut across this way. And what they did is they came right up here. And this is where my first pig's laying. And we're gonna get to see how that, I think it's called the Demon Broadhead. It's a single bevel fixed blade, and this pig did not move. And there was 2 of them that were bedded right here. That's actually a pretty nice pig. But there were 2 of them that was bedded right here, and I was like, oh, perfect. But what in reality, I was looking at a pig that walked out right up here, and I was gonna shoot it, and then I realized that these were bedded down in the leaves right here. So the shot was definitely way far back. I took out 2 sows. There's the arrow. Oh, that's why she didn't run. Spine the smack out of her. She looks like she either had piglets or is fixing to have piglets. Guess we can find out real quick. She's fixing to have them. Otherwise, she would have squeezed. But this broadhead, man, I knew that she was quartering away really hard, and so I slipped it in, and of course as she's laying down, my trajectory normally isn't going to be that direction, but this broadhead completely survived and performed like a stinking champ. I'm going to see if I can get this arrow out. I'm going to see if I can get her flipped over here. You guys will be able to see where my entrance was. There's the exit right at the top of the shoulder through the spine, caught probably both lungs, and then, oh, I'm not going to be able to get out. There's my entrance. You can see that little bit there, but came across, took out everything vital and the spine, and just absolutely smoked her. Great pig to take out. On the headshot, so what happened was I came around this corner right here, shot this pig at my feet, then they all took off running back up into that tree right over there, and I just took off and went right to them and got another go at them, and I almost had a third opportunity, but I stepped on a twig and I was too loud, and they heard me and they all took off to the neighbors. So maybe they cut back across and head towards William if he's not already headed back towards me. I think he just texted me, so I'm gonna text him and tell him you have 2 less pigs walking on your property. The reason why you guys haven't been seeing videos from me is because it's rained literally every single day for almost 2 weeks straight, and we've gotten over a foot of rain. 10 inches I know for a fact, and it's actually been a little bit more than that, and so it's been impossible to get out and do just about anything. But anyway, let's get these pigs piled up, and maybe we'll take some pictures, and then we'll wrap this video up. I think the most challenging part about the whole thing was the fact that I didn't have a rangefinder, so I shot and missed over the top of one. So actually I really had 3 opportunities, almost 4, but still fun afternoon. It is that time of year where the spot and stalk is pretty dang good, and because of the rain, they're moving, they're active earlier, they're rooting up the ground, and it's just a blast to be hunting them this time of year. Other than the heat, it's almost 90 degrees today and like 100% humidity, and the pterodactyl sized mosquitoes that are around here. This is what I like to do to get the smell of gut off my hand, because I did shoot through her guts into her vitals. You're gonna get dirt on your hand, but it's better than the smell of gut. Helps take a little bit of that scent off and mask it. Beautiful field full of oats, and they tend to love them. There comes my ride.
Yeah, oh my Lord, watch me sway. Darkness falls and we all pray, hoping for the light of day. Down to the river I have held the devil's hand, felt the weight of my own sin, burdened by the heart of man. Down to the river, down to the river.